family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Dr. Melinda Harper. I'm the author of A Prophet to Her Husband, the founder of Wives in Waiting, a talk show host of Bridging, a mom, a wife, all of those things. And this morning I am here with you for our morning affirmations. I'm glad that you are able to come here every day and spend this time with me. I just want to remind you that words create worlds. We've been doing this for a few months now, and I'm truly blessed by it. I'm encouraged by it, and I hope you are too. Words create worlds. Job 22:28 says, "Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee." The world calls it law of attraction, but the word says that we can speak those things that are not as if they were. God did it in Genesis when he said, "Let there be light." With that declaration, life as we know it was set in motion. God gave us the same power to create the worlds we want to see, and we do it with our words. So let's go. Today's declaration, I am in charge of my future. And I tried to make this big enough. I'm doing some different things, trying this out a little differently. You can always go to the website and download it. It is there every day. You can download it so you can say it with us. Let's go. Let's get right into it. I am in charge of my future. So already, this tells you that you have the control. No one else is in charge of your future. Now, we're not dismissing God. So don't even get God. We know. But no other person, no other human is in charge of your future. Let's keep going. I hold myself fully responsible for the life I live. My future is entirely in my hands, and I avoid putting that responsibility on anyone else. I am the person in charge of my future. See, we had to say that again. My future is entirely in my hands, and I avoid putting that responsibility on anyone else. He made me mad. They stopped me from getting that job. No, 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 no. Your future is entirely in your hands. Let's keep going. I have a set of goals that I use to guide my decisions. We've been talking about writing the vision, making it plain. You have a set of goals, or you should by now, if you've been rocking with me for a while, you should have a set of goals that guide your decisions. Because when you go back to that vision board, you go back to that written vision or that written declaration, and a situation or a person or whatever is going on in your life, and if it doesn't line up, then you keep moving. That is the guide to help you decide what to do. My time is allocated according to my goals. See, when people try to call me and, can you do this? Can you do that? Let me tell you something. I have a schedule for the day. I have a set of goals that guide the decisions that I make. The time that I use during the day is already allocated. And most of the times, I'm going to just go on and tell y'all, I write stuff out 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance. So the last minute stuff really doesn't work with me that well. However, I am flexible. Like, you can be flexible. Things can fit in. But if you have certain goals that you're trying to reach, you can't just be dropping everything you do for somebody else. Their lack of preparation does not become your emergency. Let's keep going. When I know my goals and dedicate my time to them, I am creating my future. This is very clear to me. I take responsibility for dealing with the setbacks in my life. The road to my future can be bumpy, but I'm okay with that. I find solutions and execute them. I stay on the path to the future I have designed. I determine the people I allow in my life. Say that again. I determine the people I allow in my life. See. Let's go here. Let's go here and stay here for just a quick second. I'm not going to say you. I'm going to say me. Sometimes I be fussing about people getting on my nerves. Ooh, he get on my nerves. Ooh, she get on my nerves. Ooh, that get on my nerves. See, I said that so much, I promise that I think I caused myself to have a nerve problem. Because I decreed and I declared that thing. That was on my nerves. We determine the people we allow in our life. You're not stuck with anybody. So why are you complaining, or why are we complaining about how people are treating us? Oh, he don't treat me right. Well, then that's you. You allow that, or you don't allow that. It is your choice. You determine the people you allow in your life. You don't have to be frustrated by nobody. Let's keep going. Some people make my plans more likely to happen. Others are more likely to get in the way of my plans. Know the difference of those two types of people. See, some people help your plans go forward. They're like, how can I help you? Even if they don't say, how can I help you? They don't get in your way. Some people help you reach your goals. Others are likely to get in the way. Here it is again. I control which people come into my life, which people stay, and which people leave. Stop being frustrated by people. If you are frustrated by people, it's because you allow it. You allow it. I control which people come into my life. That's me. I control which people stay. That's me. I control which people leave. Somebody needs to write that down for themselves, because I'm giving you permission, because sometimes people need permission. Like somebody has to tell you it's okay. It's okay to allow people and not allow people. It's okay to pick and choose who you want in your life. Your life. Write this part down for sure today, or highlight it when you download this. Highlight this area. I control which people come into my life, which people stay, and which people leave. I am in charge of my future, and this includes determining which people are in my life. Because God made us relational people. We do need one another, y'all know. We do need one another. So I'm not saying just get rid of everybody, because that's a lie. But just pick and choose, and you have that choice. I avoid blaming others for the challenges in my life. Blaming others is failing to take responsibility. Blaming my circumstances is also a failure on my part. I can't blame anybody for anything that happens to me. I either allow it or I choose it. That's where we are. This is what we have come to in our affirmations. We have the choice, or we can allow some things. That's it. All right, the part we always do together. Let's say it together. Today, I accept full responsibility for my life. I insist on being in charge of my future. I am creating the life I desire. Ooh, let's say that again. I am creating the life I desire. Because Job in 22:28 says, thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee. I am creating the life I desire. How are we doing that? With these affirmations, with the things that we are speaking over our life, Let's look at those self-reflection questions. We always have 3. Number 1, what are the 5 biggest goals for the next 5 years? So we're looking well into the future. Over this past month, we were just looking at 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time. So now it's time to think bigger and think further out. What are my 5 biggest goals for the next 5 years? Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to put a pin in this question real quick. A lot of times, unmarried women ask me, should I be creating a vision for my marriage before I get married? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That vision for your marriage becomes a set of blueprints. What are your goals for your next 5 years? So when you do get together with that person, you can ask him what his goals are. What is his vision? If those two don't line up, you make a choice. Okay? But if you don't have anything, you'll fall for everything or fall for anything. You'll be like, okay, I'll go with it. What kind of house do you want to live in? Where do you want to live? Do you want to live in a suburban area, a rural area, the city? Do you want to live in a house, an apartment? See, those are things to discuss. Those are things to put on your vision. I'm talking to the single women. Those are the things to put on your vision and things to talk about while you're dating. Because you might find out he wants to live in a rural area. Like he hates the city. He hates living in an apartment. And that might be your goal. I just want to live in an apartment. I don't want to have a house that I have to take care of. Those are things to discuss. Those are things to have on your vision board. Creating a vision for your marriage. What does that look like? In the next 5 years, just personally, without being married, personally, what are your goals for the next 5 years? Because if someone steps into your life, married, single, whatever, someone steps into your life and you have a goal and everything about this person takes you out of that, then that's not the person you need right now. Because you're trying to do some other things. You're trying to build businesses. You're trying to get into real estate, and your girlfriend calls you and all she wants to do is go to the club. All she wants to do is go out to eat. You're trying to lose weight, and this person want to go to go have dessert every Friday. No, come on now. What are your goals? Number 2, what can I start doing today to achieve these goals? What can you start working on right now after this scope? What can you start doing today? Number 3, when do I fail to take responsibility for my life? Whom or what do I blame? See, number 3, we always talk about being honest with ourselves. I should have put a little mirror next to this because this would be something we do in our mirror talk. When do I fail to take responsibility for my life? There are times that if you're honest with yourself, there's times when you have not taken responsibility and you put the blame on somebody else. You know you have. When is that? And the other part is, we'll probably get into this another time, but how do you recognize that? And what do you do to change it? All right, you guys, that is it for today. I want to remind you that I am here every day, Monday through Friday, here on Scope. I'm broadcasting this in 3 different places right now, but normally I'm on Periscope, Monday through Friday, or between 8 and 9 o'clock. You can catch us. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to remind you that words are powerful. Use them to build, inspire, encourage, challenge, and if necessary, rebuke. Just don't use them carelessly. Words create worlds. We have the power to create the world we see with our words. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Today, let your words be a fountain of life. All right, you guys, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow morning when we do our morning affirmations. You guys have a great day in the Lord.